Hi there. Hi, welcome to another episode of Rubbish or Rad.
Rubbish or Rad.
Now, we're in a different environment because we have something very exciting to show you today, and this is the only place in our apartment where it fits.
And we're talking inversion tables.
Inversion tables right behind. Da, 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 da. Now, why is inversion good for you? Basically, it promotes circulation to the brain, gives a kind of boost of oxygen.
My main reason is to stretch out my spine. My lower back is pretty jacked up after 20 plus years of contact sports and old age and sitting at a desk a lot for work and driving a lot. So I finally decided to get one. I've been wanting one for a long time.
You have.
I've used them sporadically throughout my 20s, throughout my 30s, and then now that I'm 40, I finally bought one. I use it morning, noon, and night.
And I actually really didn't want it just because it is kind of such a monstrosity, but I even find that I use it. Because if you think about it, you're standing for most of your day. It only makes sense that you need to go upside down to kind of renew the balance of it all.
All right, so the quick hits on this model is it's the Amazon Bestseller, only $93 by Innova. They have a couple of other models to choose from that have some fancier features. I kind of wish I splurged an extra $40 for better ankle support.
Yeah, they're not the most comfortable.
Yeah, I think they have basically a double-sided version of these that clamp down on the ankles rather than having to rest against the top of your foot where all the weight bears down. That's the one upgrade I think I would have gone with. I have gotten used to it. I have built up a bit of a resistance to it. The first couple of weeks that I was using it, I was finding it a little more uncomfortable. Now that it's been about 2 months, 3 months, I actually don't. It's not that big a deal to me anymore. This is the least expensive one.
I mean, $93. It's kind of a bargain. Let's give it a shot, shall we? Because this is what it's all about. Now it's set to my height, around 5'4".
The description boasts that it can support up to a 300-pound person between 4'4" and 6'6", so it's pretty good all-around range.
That's a fair bit of weight. And just make sure that your legs are locked in.
Yeah,
mine's kind of the tightest one.
You lock it in, you set the height, and this is set for the maximum inversion. So
you can actually change it to be less so, because it is a bit scary the first time you go down.
But, it takes a little bit of practice, and just so that you don't go clunking upside down, you want to just take it very gently.
And then you like to do the damsel in distress thing, where he goes, oh, and I might need a little push, because I'm not that heavy. Here we go. It feels good, like you can certainly feel the blood rushing to your head. The one thing that I find being female is that my booty kind of gets in the way a little bit, so you just got to make sure that you don't arch your back too much, because then you can definitely feel the pressure in your lower back.
They do put frequently bought together on Amazon a lumbar support.
Oh, that would be good actually.
And there's another one that actually has memory foam that's about $140 versus $93 that has memory foam in the back and a lumbar support that you can heat up or put in the freezer, I noticed. I think if I were to buy this again, I would have splurged the extra $40, $50 to buy that one.
The lumbar support would definitely be good for a woman, just because we don't have that super flat back most of the time.
You could probably find a small pillow from the couch or something to compensate in the meantime.
That's true.
So it's been about 2 minutes.
Has it? Woo! Really?
So when you come up, you just want to guide yourself very slowly with your hands.
Yeah, don't pass out.
And you want to, I like to stay here for a second and just sort of let the blood recollect before coming up too fast. So,
have you ever been in yoga class where the yoga instructor is like, is anyone here menstruating? And you have to put your hand up and say that you are if you are, because you can't invert when you're menstruating.
Good note for the ladies.
Good note for the ladies. It's very embarrassing in yoga class, but in the comfort of your own home, you don't have to answer that question. But don't do it when you're menstruating.
How do you feel now compared to 2 minutes ago?
I feel good. I feel taller. Do I look taller?
Yes.
Do you want to have a shot?
All right.
Show how a big man can do it. All right. You're comfortable down there, aren't you?
Yes, when you come up, it's important not to undo the stretch. So I again, keep your body weight limp, and then just very gently kind of pull yourself up with your fingers, and then just hang out for a second, 90 degrees. Let the blood slowly come on back, and then just ease yourself up. And if you don't want to go fully upside down, most of these come with some sort of adjustment here. So that was the maximum that we had it on. The 45 is the halfway mark. There's 6 spots. This is just 45 degrees, which, you know, is...
That's pretty good.
Halfway between 90. And, you know, this is a little more gentle if you're not up to, you know, being... If you want to ease your way and work your way up to being at 80 degrees. But for $93, this thing has been great for me. It's been totally worth it. I mean, a single trip to the chiropractor with insurance is like a $25 to $45 copay.
After your deductible.
Yeah, after the deductible. Yeah. So just to have this in addition to visiting the chiropractor.
It's definitely complementary. I wouldn't say it's a standalone therapy. I think if you've got issues with your back, and shoulders and things like that, it's always good to use in conjunction with massage or with chiropractic therapy. But as far as just, you know, having a bit of a rush of blood and oxygen, if you just want to do that, you know, you really do feel rejuvenated, wouldn't you say?
So final verdict?
I mean, I think it's rad. It took me a while to be sold because it's such a monstrosity in the house.
It doesn't take up that much room. We have it in the corner of our bedroom.
It's not very pretty.
It's not very attractive. I think it's rad. It's helped me out a lot. I definitely almost feel dependent on it right now. Yeah. I would just splurge for the ones that are a little bit more in the 145, 165 range.
All right. Well, thanks for listening.
Inversion tables. Thumbs up.